Well, good afternoon, everyone. So, man, I got quite a bit of stuff that is just whoa. I'm just kind of on whoa today. So, but I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm gonna stay on topic. Um, with stuff. And so I think I'm going. I don't know. I don't know if I want to take a different turn on my channel or not, and actually because there's things that are like right now. What I'm going to speak on today is well, it's still kind of grinding. There's always a piece of anger in there. So you know what? We'll hold that thought for a brief moment. Okay, we'll table that, y'all. But you know, last night I watched the recap on Skips on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. And this is one show that I actually like. I really, really do like Shannon Sharp. And because I be calling him uh, Sharp Chin Shannon. Because that nigga do have a sharp ass chin. You know what I'm saying? He's a very handsome black man. Very, very handsome black man. And, and I be calling him Sharp Chin Shannon because, I mean, he gets his point across. And he lets, damn, I probably shouldn't have, y'all gonna be hearing that goddamn lawnmower. I'm sorry, y'all. So, um, he gets his point across. And sometimes he gets the ranting and yelling a little bit, but it's a completely different rant than what Stephen A goes off on. I don't like Stephen. Well, he's just, and then to Stephen A, he's just ugly. I'm sorry, that's an ugly ass black man. Some Bryce. I'm just here to tell you there are some people within our race, some black people within our race that are just literally fucking ugly. They are just fucking ugly. It just no, they faced where they face everything on their face, they make up their face is just ugly. So I'm sorry, it happens on occasion. It happens. I mean, someone being truly ugly is just rare, for me, in my opinion. But it can happen. Ugliness can happen. Okay? So I give props either way. Either your motherfucking ass is ugly or your motherfucking ass is gorgeous. I will give a motherfucking a props if I'm just like, whoa. And then I'm the person, I'm seeing beauty in people where somebody call their ass ugly. So, I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just like, I'm like, I'll say, oh, what up, pretty self? Like, pretty? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, well, just look at her. Like sometimes for me, it's like they got freckles or like their freckle pattern that's on their face. I think that type of shit is pretty. Um, just weird, or sometimes like with some women like some I've seen white women, their nose is like really really long. Like I mean, we're talking about that's what I call a ski jump nose. But the way it's arranged on their face, with the rest of their cheeks and the way they smile and how it look and stuff like that, some of them are still real pretty. Like okay, like Imogen Poots. Um, I hope I'm saying her name right. Imogen Poot, but it's a real funny name. Poots. Poots. She has a really, really big fucking nose. But I think she's still beautiful. I think she's really, really pretty. I really, really do. I think she's really, oh my God, so pretty. Emily Blunt. She's got a real big ass nose. But I think, you know, even, who's the other one? She always talk about her own nose. Is Lady Gaga. She got a real big fucking nose. But I really, really like those women. I think they are pretty. Like really, really pretty. They are naturally pretty. But let somebody else tell you they think they're ugly as fuck. So that's why I say it like that. I think a motherfucker being ugly, like if I say your motherfucking ass is ugly, no, here I can't find shit. Cause I mean, I can't find nothing good looking on you. Nothing. And it's a mess. So still, that's why I say ugly is a rareness. Well anyway, skew the tangent. But like I said, there's still a little bit of anger in there, but I have to reveal why I'm angry. So I can remember when I was hearing all this on TV on Undisputed, because we watched the playback from previous recording. So I'm listening to all of this, and I don't even like Skip. You know what I'm saying? Skip is just like so gay to me. I mean, he just comes off as so gay. I don't know if he's gay at all. I don't care, but he just comes off so gay. He's like that is what that's old homosexual to me. That's how he comes off. He may not be that, but that's just the look that he has. That's all. He just comes off just a little effeminate. He comes off real effeminate. So, and it just gets on my nerves a little bit. It's a little unnerving, but I mean, no matter what, I'm not gonna sit up and, not be around a person because the bottom line is that's just who they are, and I gotta get over it. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's just who they are. I have to get over it. So, I'm listening to Skip, and as I'm listening to everything, I am just like, first of all, I think about how old I am. Then I think about my mom. Then I would think about my grandmother. And I think about my grandfather. And all of them are deceased. And they didn't even get to see, even if something like this was around. And even during those times. And I know how much I'm into TV and the entertainment industry. And during my lifetime, in their generation, no matter what, I was a little girl. So, in the things I looked at on TV, and of the things I enjoyed, I never saw anything like that on TV. Like what happened with Skip's speech. And I am so fucking happy that was televised. It needed to come from the type of person he comes off as and who he is. It needs to be, and plus it just, everything that he said need to have been shared and need to have been said. And what the bottom, and then too, because there's so, and like I said, I just explained to you what this white man is to me. First of all, he's white. Second of all, he acts effeminate. Third of all, he may be gay. Fourth of all, in his line of work, what he does is sportscaster. He looks like he's never played sports a day in his life. Okay? So there's so many different stereotypes that's going on here in this one person that is just so off for me to begin with. But all of those things being said, there's a genuine fucking real person in there that has those feelings. And he said them. And I was proud to hear those words on TV. Proud to hear them televised. Proud for them to finally be out in the open and shared up front. Completely fucking proud. The beauty of what America should really should have been all this time just got put in a speech on TV. And it doesn't matter if it was real. The narrative was put out there. That's what they talk about, the narrative, right? And that shit was fucking beautiful to me, man. But let me tell you what's grinding my gears, though. That same speech Skip gave, I'm going to put you in my vantage point now. See, I heard that same speech. See, this is how I know there's a strong possibility that that speech was fucking real. Now imagine hearing that same motherfucking speech. You at work one day. You at your second job. You work 7 days a week. The only day off that you have is if you call in to work. From sheer exhaustion, sometimes. Because at the 40-hour job, you ain't even the real you when you there. You gotta be somebody else. Second job, same difference, little more relaxed. One of your co-workers is probably about the same age as Skip. Y'all come to work, y'all chit-chat, y'all talk. Do your job. So, and this is, I don't even remember this woman's name right now. This is what's fucking me up with this. I don't even remember this woman's name right now. She's from Louisiana. However, she sounds like she's from Jersey. Which is another, I'm just your mind blown right there anyway. And I told her so. I said, you don't sound like you from the South. But she says that's where she's from. Okay? Now imagine hearing that same speech coming from a woman about the same age as Skip. And you sitting at work on your ad machine doing your job. This woman, y'all be here. That's something, and the conversation went from casual, and it's been getting deeper over time because the trust has been there. The trust has been building because I come work there. I sit by her. She talks to me. She tells me about her week and so forth. So the trust has been built. And I'm a real motherfucking person. What you see is what you get. So she's feeling more comfortable to talk to me about things and to ask me about things. So you sitting at work one day, and she proceeds to tell me. Now, meanwhile, she told me one day, she said she likes Dennis Haysbert. Dennis Haysbert has been the face of Allstate for a while. And she talked about how she loved how Dennis Haysbert looked. That he is so handsome. Dennis Haysbert is handsome, shit. That's a very, very fine old black man. Very fine. Still fine. Was fine back then, in his heyday. Still fine now. Yeah. Dennis Haysbert could get it. So, we shared a camaraderie. That took us further. So then she proceeds to tell me one day. She said, you know what, I never understood why all of this was such a big deal. I noticed this as a girl. She said, man, now, when I was growing up, we had maids, hired help. Black maids. I said, oh, yeah? Meanwhile, you already know. You already now at this point we are. In my mind. This is what's going through. I hope this bitch don't fuck this up. Be careful. I'm thinking to myself, this bitch better be careful. Now we cool. We cool, goddamn it, but bitch, you better be motherfucking be careful with how you going with this. Meanwhile, and machine still going while we having this conversation. It is turned into that deep at work. So she proceeds to tell me, she said, I've never understood why this is such a big deal and that it doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And, I tried to bring this to my mother's attention, and I mean, she just wouldn't hear of it. But I never understood why we did this. She said, you know why? I said, Miss Louise. I think that's her name, Miss Louise. Why Miss Louise? She said, the black people is cooking their fucking food. Then she said the shit that really fucked me up is the silverware. Do you know we would have a different set of silverware where only the white people ate, and they had a different set for the black hired help. I looked at her. She said, I'm so serious. She said, you got black. She said, why is this such a big deal? You got black people cooking your food. You got black people handling your silverware. You got black people that's telling me what to do, what I need to be doing, and what I don't need to be doing. But yet, you got niggas. I mean, she didn't say niggas, but I'm saying niggas. I'm like, you got black people running your whole household, but yet you gonna kill them, and that don't make any sense. I looked at Miss Louise. I said, you are absolutely right. It don't make any sense. And after that, now Skip had that same type of story that was broadcasted on television. The job that I had when I worked and had 2 jobs at the time was back in the early 2000s. And I probably need to go look at my resume. In fact,